Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pride FT. The FT stands for Football Thoughts. Thank you again for joining us tonight. Another jam-packed show full of transfers, full of news, full of bullshit. As ever, I'm joined by my illustrious co-host Clark. Clark, hello, how are you?
I'm all good, bro. But yeah, you are right, it's full of bullshit.
Exactly.
And we're going to be speaking some good old bullshit on it. Yeah, we've got a lot going on. Sorry about the podcast last week. It didn't go out because Bo's audio was terrible. And hopefully this week it's okay. He's done 2 tests. Yeah. So, you know, if it happens again, it's his fault.
I'm very embarrassed as somebody who literally freelances in the media. For me to make the cock up I did last week is quite embarrassing. It's not good for my professional development, but these things happen to the best of us. Right?
Especially audio as well.
Especially audio, exactly. You would have thought I'd have had a clue, but this is what happens when you bloody reset your PC and you think you can just come back to it and it'll be fine. Newsflash, it wasn't fine, it was terrible. But yeah, for everyone out there, my PC is now okay and alive. In case you were worried. I was worried, obviously. I thought I was going to have to replace my GPU, but that's not the case. So we move in that regard. If we get it in now, if you like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. If you like what we do. Yourself. How many subs are we on now on YouTube?
61, I think. Which is, quite low. I'd love to hit 100. That'd be nice.
That'd be sick. That would be really good. So anyway, everyone, do your best. Help us out. That'd be great. And leave us comments as well, even if we're shy, which you may think we are. First thing I'll say then before we get into the club news is Eid Adha Mubarak to all of our Muslim viewers and listeners. I believe it goes over the next 4 days and it's a big celebration. Eid Adha Mubarak to all of our Muslim followers, viewers and listeners. I hope you have a wonderful time. It's good weather for it, I would say, if you go outside during it. I don't really know much about it, but anyway.
Yeah, same. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Let's jump in straight into the news. Edouard Mendy has officially left to join Al Ahly for a reported 16 million quid. As I did report this in my little my little news update, if anybody watched that. But this is like official now. Like he's actually gone for 16 million quid. So, he's gone. And then Koulibaly has also left to join Al Hilal for a 17 million. Actually quite a little bit less than we were thinking. We was thinking about 40 mil combined. But it's just a little bit shy of that. So, I still take it. I mean, Koulibaly could have gone for a little bit more, I believe. I reckon 25 mil. I reckon we could have got for him. Edouard Mendy, it's about right. He only had really good one season, didn't he? So,
strange one with these two lads. I mean, Koulibaly, I get. I mean, to pay what 30 odd million that we paid for him. Last season. I mean, in a way, it's cool that this ownership group are happy to admit mistakes in terms of player purchases, and just let them go when it needs to happen.
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't even in their regime, was it? So it's
that was some of their first signings.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was on about Mendy.
Oh, sorry, no, Koulibaly.
Koulibaly,
so he came in for like 30. Obviously he's left for much less of that after one season.
Fair enough. I mean, but, to be fair, he's only getting older. It's not that much, is it? It's not that much in the grand scheme of things.
No, and it's it's a drop in the ocean for a very rich ownership group, and we are obviously a very wealthy club. We touched on this last week because it was basically confirmed last week. Now it actually has happened. As we said, good luck to him. I think he's making 25 million euros a year.
Yeah, only a little bit without tax as well. No tax.
Yeah, and I think he's since come out and talked about he basically gave a very honest interview about his reasons for leaving and stuff like that. And I'll just quickly say it because I think I like the fact that somebody is actually being honest about why they make these moves. So he says, "I'm happy because I'm a Muslim and I'm arriving in the right country," which we mentioned that before last week.
Definitely.
And I'm thrilled to be one of the first to land in an evolving league. I hope to help Saudi Arabia and Al Hilal write a new sporting history. And then there is a very important contract. He says the life-changing amount of money will not only help his entire family, but those who live in the villages around Senegal. I will be able to help my whole family to live well, from my parents to my cousins, and above all, support the social activities of my Capitaine du Coeur Association in Senegal. We started with the construction of a pediatric clinic in the village of Ngano, where my parents were born and married. My brothers and I fulfilled a dream. Last week we went to Dakar, the capital of Senegal, and have laid the foundation stone. It will help at least 15 villages. Many people at the moment have to travel 50 minutes by road if they need a hospital. So, it's
going to a good cause.
Exactly, yeah. Cause. It's nice, and it's nice to him to be like, yeah, look, I did move for the money. The money's great, but this is what I'm going to do with the money. It's not just for me.
No, fairs, and I think that's the same for a lot of people.
Definitely.
I think the same for Mendy as well, probably.
Yeah. I think it's easy to forget that most players, football is a working class sport. Most players who get into football come from a working class background. This kind of money and this, for such a short career, it doesn't come around often, And if there is a situation where Saudi Arabia are looking to, attract some of the talent of Europe with really big wages, then you go for it and you change the lives of many people.
Definitely.
So I can't grudge him for it. Eddie
Mondy
as well.
I think they're both actually probably going to have such an easy time there as well.
Yeah, of course. Like,
they'll be considered. They'll be considered fucking greats. They will.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Eddie Mondy as well. Quick word on him. Had one of the highest highs I think the Chelsea players had in actually quite a long time. If you think about it, had an amazing the season we won the Champions League, he was absolutely unbelievable. So, it'll be. I don't like the way that his kind of legacy was left with us. I think that he was too quickly dropped and just left out of the running by Graham Potter. But Graham Potter's a twat anyway, so he doesn't know what he's doing.
And so is Lampard. So
yeah, true. I don't know why Lampard didn't bring it back in because he was the first one who got rid of. Got Kepa out of the squad for Mondy back in the day. So, it's all a bit weird, but good luck to him. As you said, I'm sure he'll have a lovely time.
Yeah, definitely.
And he'll be one of their best players in that league.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Moving on to another person leaving, which is Kovacic. We also went over this, but, it's actually 25 million. It's done now. It's official. He's Man City. Obviously, to replace Gundogan, which he's not really going to replace Gundogan because he's not as good. I have a feeling they're just going to... He's like a backup. I don't think he's going to be fully in the squad for first team.
I think you're probably right.
For a cool 25 mil, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, considering we signed him for 40 mil like 5 years ago.
Yeah, we got our worth out of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Which sounds bad to say that, but
doesn't it? It's a weird time to be a Chelsea fan. Like us, so many quite older, experienced members of our squad who have been around for years, obviously are going, or have gone, and it's quite strange. I'm quite conflicted with Kovacic. He's had really good moments, obviously, in a Chelsea shirt, but really, they're few and far between, to be honest. For somebody of his talent, I don't think he does as much as people think he does. I think he's one of those players, he looks busy. Because
that's it. He looks busy and he leeches off of the other player next to him. So it's like, if they're doing good, like if he's with Enzo, he looks amazing because Enzo's doing amazing. So it's like both of them. You're like, but if you actually look at the stats,
it's not impressive. It's not
looking good.
Not impressive at all. Not many assists and not many goals, which I know, that isn't what football's all about. But as we said, as you just said very rightly, if he's going there to replace Gundogan, they're going to be in for a bit of a shock because Gundogan scored 62 goals since he's been at City, and Kovacic in the last 4 or 5 seasons has scored 6 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So they are losing, they're losing a lot of goals, and he's nowhere near as clutch as Gundogan is. So fingers crossed. I don't want to begrudge anyone, but if you go to a rival club in the Premier League, I want you to be shit at that rival club. So fingers crossed, Mateo Kovacic goes there and he's shit.
Just to press on. What am I saying? Just to touch on. Gundogan. He went to Barcelona. Barcelona have also put a £500 million buyout clause in his contract. How old is he? 34?
32.
32? Yeah. Who the hell is forking out 500 mil for Gundogan?
I've seen a lot of funny memes about it. It's
ridiculous.
Nobody wants him. No. You don't have to put that kind of contract on him or that buyout.
It's absolutely outrageous.
Nobody wants him.
No, especially not 32-year-old.
Exactly.
Moving on to the next one. So Chelsea is reportedly close to agreeing 15 million euro deal with the Brazilian club Santos for the 18-year-old winger Angelo Gabriel. He's made 67 appearances and scored 3 goals in his senior club career so far. Another young Brazilian.
Yeah,
So,
this literally just dropped today, as in a couple hours ago. Obviously, nobody has ever heard of him before, apart from Brazilian league watchers. And don't pretend that you watch a Brazilian league or you.
All the time, mate. All the time. I've got it on right now. I've got it.
Because nobody actually does, obviously, apart from Brazilians, probably. Yeah, I mean, I don't really get it, but. If I think we talked about us buying Strasbourg last week, right?
Yeah.
In the pod that didn't come out last week. So with that in mind, it apparently it's easier to get players on loan to clubs on the continent than it is in England because of Brexit. Right, so it's it's a way for us to take very exciting talent from South America and put them in a place where they can quickly get a work visa and start playing. So I think that's the plan with him. But we are now really stockpiling left-footed wingers, right attacking wingers. Madueke, Hutchinson, this guy from Benfica, Diego Moreira, this kid now, Angelo Gabriel. So I don't know what's going on. It's all a bit mad, but I like to think there's a plan.
I'm hoping so. I think it's very much future-based, isn't it? I mean, we've now got how many young ones on the book? I can't even count. Loads.
Literally loads.
We've even got people that aren't even 18 yet that can't play for us, aka the Whisper. So it's like, we're stockpiling these young kids, I think, for a future team. So again, what we were saying last pod that didn't come out was we're stockpiling these, and we could even do like what Borussia Dortmund does, get these young players in, sort of like build them up to this outrageous player in a couple of years, and then thank you very much, profit comes back. So it could be one of those. So we'll see how it goes.
I hope if we do that, the only kind of clubs we sell those players to are kind of like PSG, Real, and Barcelona, because I just think about, I don't want us to become like Dortmund. Like Dortmund obviously have their own successes and they are light across Europe, but we really want to be at the top, and I don't want us to turn into just a feeder club for like big clubs. We're just like a rung below. So the idea makes me a bit nervous, but maybe I'm just worrying for the sake of worrying.
You always think about Borussia Dortmund, and they sell most of their bloody players to Bayern Munich, and you think, obviously they're going to be better than you. That is what it is. So if we were going to sell them, I think either maybe to lower clubs in the Prem, not top clubs, and then definitely outside of the Premier League.
I guess if you think about the kind of money now that every club in the Premier League has, I mean, you've got. Newcastle just spent 70 million or about to on Sandro Tonali. I mean, West Ham spent 60 million on Paquetá last season. So if everyone has that kind of money, even if we sell this kid for like 20 million, it's still a profit.
Easy.
I mean, these kind of signings now, the more and more they happen, these youngsters, they look more and more to me not as like squad building, but they look to me as like profit motives.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see though, because I think what's important to know as well is that like every player's journey, progress it's not linear. It always changes, and some people get better at different points of their career. And as we've seen, we're signing these mother effers on like 8-year contracts. So he could be on the books for a long time, and he might just come good one day, and then you've got a good player. So
exactly.
The more the merrier,
Yep. Next is Hakeem Ziyech is having a medical with Al Nazir tomorrow. It's all been sort of confirmed anyway, hasn't it? I think the medical will be fine. Unless that left foot's fucking fell off or something, knowing our luck. But hopefully, he's gone. I'm happy about that. How much was it? I can't remember. 15
it's
mil,
not,
I think.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Something
it's not
like
a lot.
that. But again, we'll take it. It's dead weight. All he had was a left foot.
It's wage space. It's wage space.
Yeah, a lot of wage space as well.
Big. That's what's really happening now.
Yeah. So Hakeem Ziyech has gone.
Hakim. Yeah, so yeah, Hakim. See you later, mate. You're all right, but see you later. AC Milan negotiating with Chelsea for Christian Pulisic. Milan are insisting on paying less than the €25 million asking price. These Italian club bastards. Pulisic is keen on a move, but there is no agreement between the clubs yet. This is via Fabrizio Romano. So was the last story, by the way.
Please take him.
Because literally every story is from Fabrizio Romano. Literally, as you said, please take him. I won't miss him. The guy's pants. He had one good 8-game stretch, and that's just not enough.
I was going to say like half a season.
Yeah, if not even that. What was it? We came back from the lockdown. Remember, like when we was in the bubble, and they played like the last 10 games of the season. He had like 8 decent games in a row, and that was it. So, Pulisic in the bin. You're not that guy, pal. 60 million down the drain. Shit purchase. Chelsea and AC Milan also apparently have agreed a fee in the region of £15 million plus add-ons for Ruben Loftus-Cheek, otherwise known as Lube Them Softest Cheeks, who has agreed personal terms on what is expected to be a 4-year deal. This one stings a bit more. This is via David Ornstein and James Horncastle. This one stings a bit more because I really like Ruben. I like what he represents, and he had such a really unique and interesting skill set. It's be a shame to see him go.
It's going to be a shame, but it's a shame that he got that career-changing injury. But 15 mil. I liked him last season. I think we utilised him quite well, especially when Reece is out bloody all the time at these days. Utilising to push forward, and you could see that he just wanted to play. He's Chelsea player, so it's quite hard to see him go, but I'm glad that he didn't get sort of blue-balled by AC Milan because obviously they got rid of their sporting director and then it was all up in the air.
Yeah, of course.
So obviously that's been sorted now, and they still want him. 15 million plus add-ons. I'll take him. I'll take it.
It's not bad.
He's not a world-class player. I think he's going to absolutely love the Italian league. I think he is well suited for that as well. Very strong and physical and speedy as well with that. I think he's going to thrive. Honestly, for a 4-year deal, not too bad. Not as bad as our 17.7 billion year deals. 4-year deal. And how old is he now? Is he 20?
He's born in 94. So
was it? 20. Oh my god, he's getting on.
So he's like our age.
28, 29.
Wow. It's actually a pretty good deal for him considering his injury record.
Yeah, no.
To get a 4-year deal.
I thought he was younger than that.
He's born in 96 actually. He's 27.
Okay, 27. Okay, it's not too bad.
He's in a good, he's in the prime of his career. And I think you're right. Going to AC Milan, playing in Serie A is going to be nice for him. I think he's going to. I think he's going to adapt really nicely to that league.
Definitely.
And same with Pulisic because everyone's slow in that league, and he's the slowest winger in the world, Pulisic. So he'll probably do well there as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Let's go on then to the next one. This one's a bit weird.
Kai Havertz.
It's a bit weird. Shai Havertz.
Well,
Arsenal announcement. Have you seen it? Is what I'll ask.
I haven't.
Arsenal announcement video has leaked. I've seen it. It's very peculiar. We've all seen the picture on Twitter. There's now a video. I don't know where this keeps leaking from. There must be someone in Arsenal who's doing this, like in the club, an employee or something. It looks really weird. I think to see him in the kit like that, it makes me nervous. The fact that it even happened, if that makes sense, like the fact that Arsenal wanted to drop like 70 odd mil on him. Makes me feel like, did they see something we don't? But
what was the video like?
It was, just a typical announcement video. Like he's there in the kit. He's like, great.
Oh,
all that bullshit.
I already love the club. Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at me. I'm going to a dodgy club who haven't won for hardcore in ages. Great.
Shade.
Yeah, very, very weird. I find it very weird. Especially to Arsenal because I really don't like Arsenal, and I always find it strange that we do these like sales. I don't mind it when it's like your Yossi Benayoun's or your Petr Cech's at the end of his career, or David Luiz at the end of his career, or William.
Jorginho.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but this feels weird because this is a 24-year-old who obviously we've watched him for 3 years and we're not that impressed, but he does have trophy winning pedigree with us, so it's weird to sell somebody in that mold to our one, what I believe to be our biggest rival.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird one to see him in a red shirt. I think I think it's like that sort of distinction, and obviously Arsenal being Arsenal, and then the price was not what we was thinking we were going to get for him,
Yeah,
and it's like, hang on, are we dumb? Are we the dumb ones here?
yeah,
But I don't think we are. I think he's shit. So
yeah. I
I think
mean,
we're safe.
we
Honestly,
basically recouped our money on him effectively based on
right?
like how much his contract is worth now. So yeah, do you find it weird though? Because this is something that triggered in me when I saw that video.
Yeah.
Do you find it a bit weird how like actually all of these players have just upped and left after one season, like obviously an historically bad season, which they were a massive part of. But don't you find it a bit? Do you find it a bit weird that they're just like, do you know what? I'm not bothered.
Right. Some players, yes. Some players, no.
Yeah,
Some players, your Kai Havertz, I'm sorry to say, but your Kovacic as well.
yeah,
And your Mendy and your Koulibaly, don't blame them at all because
hmm
they're not Chelsea. I'm sorry, but they're not. They're not a Chelsea fan
yeah,
playing for the club you love. They played for money. That's literally what they did.
yeah,
Yeah, we liked them at points. Yeah, we hated them at points. But it all comes down to what's best in their career. And fair
yeah,
enough. If you see our club going downhill and
yeah,
you want to jump ship, fucking go for it.
yeah,
It's like everybody in the world. Any job that you go into, you're always going to be replaced.
yeah,
So it doesn't bother me with them. It bothers me actually. I can't really blame Kante because
yeah,
he wasn't getting played for one. He was injury prone. He's going to a
yeah,
league where he's going to get so much more money, and he wasn't really going to be played anymore
yeah,
that much.
yeah,
And he won everything with us. We love the guy to death. He loves Chelsea as well. You could see that he
yeah,
loves Chelsea.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I don't blame that. Asp is going on a free, I believe.
yeah,
And I don't blame that at all. Again, won everything. He's Chelsea, but he's not getting played. You've outstayed your what usefulness. Let's put it
yeah,
that way.
yeah,
But the ones that the one that got me was Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I don't know
yeah.
if we forced him out or not, but
No, I think just a change of scenery for him. I
yeah,
think.
but just like people that are meant to be Chelsea through and through,
Yeah,
aka Mount, Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, whoever else decides to up and leave. But it's like you're meant to be the epitome of, I'll go through life and death with this club,
yeah,
and you're just off and leaving because we had a bad season.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
that we always bounce back. I
yeah,
mean, look at 2016-17 or 15,
yeah,
16, whenever it was. So it's like, yeah, some of them no, some of them yes. Sometimes
yeah.
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Maybe shit. Yeah, no, I agree. I just want to quickly then before we move on from kind of departing players, I just want to quickly say like with the salary stuff, right?
Yeah.
So according to spotrac.com, this is the apparent like Chelsea payroll.
Yeah.
So with these sales, we are getting rid of our fourth highest contract, which was Kalidou Koulibaly, who's on an estimated 295,000 a week.
Ooh.
Yeah. We are moving on Cesar Azpilicueta, who's on 180,000 a week.
Jesus.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, 160,000 a week. Obviously, Azpi and Aubameyang aren't confirmed yet, but very likely.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz, 150 grand a week. Same thing
Jesus.
with Christian Pulisic, who looks likely to leave, 150 grand a week. Ruben Loftus-Cheek was on 120 grand a week.
That's good for him, to be fair.
Kovacic was on 100 grand a week. Ziyech on 100 grand a week. So these are very big, expensive contracts.
Yeah.
That we've just made like. I mean, that's like a few million a week, isn't it? That's like between 5 and 10 million a week. With more potentially going, and we have to remember we've replaced a lot of these players.
Yeah, you got to remember all the bonuses that they get as well.
Yeah, true.
So,
and we've replaced a lot of these players with, players with big upside and talent on much less money a week.
Yeah, less money but more bonus money. So it incentivizes, to actually do good.
Yeah.
How much is Enzo on? Do we know how much Enzo is on?
According to this, he's our third highest currently, 315 a week. Although I don't know if I believe that.
I don't think he's on that.
Because I thought the whole point was that, he was on like 15 at Sporting.
Yeah.
Benfica, sorry. I don't see. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I thought, right, in my mind, I thought he was on 50k.
Yeah.
I thought he was on 50,000 a week, and then he gets bonuses.
Yeah.
So, to even step on the pitch or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be on. Is he on that much? I mean, to be fair, you know what? He's worth it.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
As if you look at the whole the Declan Rice thing, the money he's going for and the money Bellingham went for, you would put Enzo in the category of like some of the best young midfielders in the world. So
definitely.
In theory,
he's won the bloody
money.
World Cup on his own, basically.
Yeah, and we know he's fucking class because we only had to see him for half the season. Good. We knew Wag won. So yeah, anyway, just interesting just to know, and we'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, as the summer goes, we'll top that up and see how we're getting on. Not that it affects us, but it's just interesting to know.
Yeah, it's interesting
to see how the club is kind of changing the way it works.
Yeah. Hopefully, then wages get lowered. We get more performance bonuses, and we see more people fighting for their money.
True.
Otherwise, you're just sitting on the bench. You don't care, do you?
No.
Multiple players posting videos and pictures of themselves working out before pre-season. Omari Hutchinson leaks. Hang on. Omari Hutchinson leaks for training kit in his vids, and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't seen this. I haven't actually seen this. The training kit. I've seen people working out and all that stuff.
Yeah. Stonking, gorgeous, lovely.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's like a two-tone grey, and the badge is in. We saw that kind of iridescent shine.
Who was it? Hutchinson,
yeah. The badge is in that kind of iridescent shine. And it just looks clean as hell, I reckon.
Yeah.
And I quite like this shiny badge situation. I think that it's quite nice, and I'm excited to see what the kit actually looks like. It's annoying that it hasn't been revealed yet. I'm guessing it hasn't because we don't actually have a sponsor yet. It might be something to do with that. Because most other clubs have kind of announced their first kits.
Well, it's going to be Allianz, isn't it? Well,
that's
reportedly.
Apparently so.
Reportedly.
Yeah, apparently so.
It could be also stake.com as well.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, we don't really know. But anyway, worth looking at, people. If you like kits, if you might be thinking about, you can't afford to get a home kit or an away kit, the training kits are always a bit cheaper, and often they look just as nice as the actual on kit.
Oh yeah. Sometimes they look amazing.
Yeah.
I can't find it, so I think he might have deleted it.
I just saw on Twitter somebody posted it, so he probably did delete it, and now somebody's already copied and pasted it. So we'll move on to quite sad news, actually.
Yeah.
It was announced yesterday that Ben's Chilwell dad passed away after suffering from a chronic health condition. We don't know what that is. Ben Chilwell posted on his Instagram, "The reason I am where I am, the most loving dad who always put everyone before himself and made everyone smile and laugh. I am so glad we got to live my dream together, and especially you seeing me make my debut for England. But more importantly, we shared so many amazing memories away from football, which I will remember forever. I will miss you every single day, Dad. I love you so much." So,
heartbreaking.
A massive loss like that off the pitch is always going to affect you mentally on the pitch.
Yeah.
And all we can do is send our kind of heartfelt condolences out to him and his family.
Definitely,
that must be a very tough thing to happen. And it must be really hard to kind of focus on being as good a athlete as you can when you've got that going on in your personal life.
Yeah. Now, I'm a bit. It's gonna go either one or two ways here, right? It's either sometimes people build on this, and sometimes people let it overtake. So what I mean by that is, within his playing ability, I know that obviously it's an absolute tragedy that he's lost his dad.
Yeah.
But if he goes, okay, I'm going to play for my dad, then he's just going to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
But if it's the other way around, he's like, I've lost my dad. What's the point of playing?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what way it's going to go, but
it can affect people in different ways. I mean,
I think Ben's quite a strong character though, so I believe that's going to be the first one. Is going to play better because he wants to.
I remember when Frank Lampard's mum passed away, and obviously he then started adopting that celebration where he pointed up to the sky, and I think that was in his mid-20s.
Yeah,
and obviously, really, that's when he kicked on to become the great he's known as today from Chelsea. So maybe that, as you said, maybe that had a kind of effect on him. Like, I want to do it for my mum. Every time I score, I get to publicly bless her and that kind of thing. So and like Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson, his dad died like during the season. He randomly drowned or something in a lake in Brazil a couple of years ago, and it was like the day before a game or the day of a game, and he played. And he has continued to play, obviously, and he's still as good as he ever was. So as you're right. It can go one or two ways. But we just have to hope Ben's all right and his family are okay.
Oh, definitely.
And it's a shit time, and be sad, and maybe coming back for pre-season and getting his mind focused on something else might help him. But who knows?
It'll probably be the first thing you would really want to do is dive into something else, because you don't want it playing on your mind too much.
Madueke started and Levi Colwill started on the bench in tonight's England under-21 games against Germany. They won 2-0. I thought the game was kicking off later than it actually was, but they've already won the game. No Chelsea players scored or assisted, as far as I'm aware. So nothing to get too excited about. It was actually Harvey Elliott and Cameron Archer, whoever the hell they are. Now, I know Harvey Elliott, but I don't know who Cameron Archer is. Actually, I do. He plays for Aston Villa.
Does he?
Okay. Next story then, officially announced. Claude Makelele, Danny Drinkwater, William Gallas, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and Mikhailo Mudryk will all take part in the Game for Ukraine fundraising match at Stamford Bridge this August.
Okay.
So, not much
Why
news,
is Mudryk?
really.
What I know, I get a Game for Ukraine, right? I know he's Ukrainian, but he's a first-team player. If he gets injured,
I'm
not going to be happy, bruv.
It'd be pretty peak, wouldn't it? Hopefully he doesn't.
I'm not going to be happy.
Hopefully he doesn't.
Not at all.
Funny to see Danny Drinkwater in that list of, kind of Chelsea icons and legends, maybe apart from William Gallas, who wasn't really there for long enough.
I was going to say, like a couple of.
I mean, really, Claude Makelele and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank are the two legends. But just interesting to see him come back. Who knows? Maybe he'll get picked up and he'll be our new midfielder if we can't get Caicedo.
Apparently, we are. Sorry, breaking news just coming in. I don't know if you probably missed this, but it's we are good on personal terms with Caicedo. We have agreed personal terms, and Brighton are holding up for 85 million, I believe. About that. Probably a little bit overpriced.
I'm so
such a
I said to you, didn't I, before we start recording, that I'm not going to be talking about Mount or Lukaku or any of that shit, because I'm so tired.
And there's their names.
I know nothing's changing. It's always the same story every day. And I kind of feel the same way about this old Caicedo malarkey and dealing with Brighton.
I can't stand Brighton now,
No, I know.
Honestly.
They're having a laugh. And also, like, as annoying as their fans now online have started getting uppity, and they're like, why would you want to go to a club that didn't finish as high as us anyway? It's like, bruv, do you really think you as Brighton are going to be sustaining a fucking Champions League push?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
You're going to get absolutely shredded in the Champions League as well. Or are they in Champions League or is it Europa?
they're in the conference.
Conference.
They're in the Europa. They're in the Europa.
Yeah.
Aston Villa got the conference.
One of them.
Yeah. I just find it funny that they're getting so uppity and like so confident. Like, trust me, you're not that guy, pal. Like, the whole reason why people go to Brighton is because they know they get a really good platform to show what they can do in the Premier League, and then they can go to an actual big club.
Exactly, right? Because you are the good one in a pile of shit. So if you see a speck of gold in a pile of shit, you're thinking, oh, I want that bit of gold. You know what I mean?
Pick it out.
But then put that gold with a rest of other gold nuggets. It's just a gold nugget. So
Yeah.
Brighton, you're not that team, bruv. But yeah, let's just talk about Caicedo. Manchester United are expected to formally approach Brighton in regards to Moises Caicedo, who is also a target of us, obviously, after making initial contact this week. So we've agreed personal terms with him, basically, and Brighton are holding out. And now Manchester United, because we were wankers over Mason Mount, they've gone, oh, we'll go for your top fucking target. And be even more wankers because that's Manchester United for you. So yeah, that bit. I'm just going to go through this little bit. Pochettino likes a Barcelona midfielder, Frank Kessie.
Kessie, I think it's Kessie. I don't think it's Kessie. Yeah, I think it's Kessie. Yeah,
Kessie. So I think maybe something in the pipeline to maybe try and get him. That we've still got over a month left. 2 months left. 2 months left. 2 months
Ages.
left,
yeah, we've got till September.
Yeah, we got over 2 months left of the transfer window, and Pochettino starts his job in 3 days.
I can't wait for them first training ground pictures, baby.
I'm hoping he comes in, right, and goes, look, lads, let's all just chill out, right?
Yeah.
Mount, you're in, you're staying. Shut the fuck up. Let's end it, bro. Just stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
So hopefully, where are we? Did we mentioned Angelo from Santos, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It has now been confirmed as well. So Fabrizio Romano, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got here we go on him. So he's definitely in.
I won't believe it until I see Chelsea tweet it. But
I've literally just seen it on Fabrizio. So
but at the moment, Fabrizio Romano, here we go, is about as good as is about as good, isn't it? So
yeah, it's basically done, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I said in my little news update about Callum Hudson-Odoi. I wouldn't mind seeing him go. I don't really care. But now Fulham, AC Milan, and Nottingham Forest have registered interest in signing him for around about 15 million quid. So I'll take 15 million. I'll take 15 million.
Yeah, I mean that would be good money for someone of his profile. Having said that, I still hold out hope for Cho. I still think he's a baller, and I like his skill set. He's a really very very clever, technically gifted footballer, and he's a great passer. I think people forget how he might not be as lightning quick as he used to be, and as much of a dribbler. But you know what? He's better than that. Like he's actually a really good passer, and I just think he's. He's better than Mudryk in my eyes in terms of being a player.
Unless Pochettino's got him in his plans.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I could see Callum Hudson-Odoi as like maybe a cam, you know what I mean? Or somebody, imagine if Nkunku's injured or however that works, maybe he could fill in his spot because he's got the same kind of profile. I'd like to see that. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is only 22, so as we said, players can blow up and really cement themselves as great players at any point in their career. So he's got a chance, all right? He's got a chance.
Right, so I think that's all the sort of Chelsea news I'll probably do, or you or someone. So one of us will do a little news update at some point over the weekend or something, because it's forever changing. Moving on to the women's. Do you wanna go off with this one?
Yeah, sure. Alejandra Barnabe. I think that's how you say it. Alejandra Barnabe.
I could not say that. I handed it over.
Yeah. I like that tactically. Handed it over. Has signed from Atletico Madrid. On a 3-year contract for Le Chelsea. She's a left back. She would rejoin Real Sociedad on loan for the upcoming season because she's just spent the season on loan there already. So she'll go straight back to Real Sociedad and continue playing. She's quite young, apparently quite an interesting player. It looks as if we've been kind of targeting wing backs or left backs, Christ. In the women's team, so hopefully this is the girl, the woman they were after. And she could prove her value at some point in the seasons to come. Emma Hayes will manage Team Shevchenko. That's Andrei Shevchenko of Chelsea fame. In the upcoming Game for Ukraine event in August. What's she done now? She's done the Soccer Aid.
Soccer Aid.
Chelsea Women's Soccer Aid, and now she's doing managing Team Shevchenko in the Game for Ukraine. So she's all over the gaff managing. Sam Kerr is the joint highest rated player in the upcoming Women's World Cup update come to FIFA 23.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
91 she's rated.
Jesus.
Come on, then. I believe she shares the spot with Alex Morgan of the USA, who apparently is a baller. I don't actually know what Alex Morgan plays. I think she might play in America.
I'm sorry, but no.
Alex Morgan plays for...
Sam Kerr is the best.
She does play in America. She plays for San Diego Wave.
No, there's no way she's 91 in America, bruv. It's not happening. They don't even have good men's teams, for fuck's sake.
Apparently she is.
No, I'm not having that.
It's a weird one with where USA women's are just like, they are quite dominant. They are like, pound for pound, I think they are the best. Pound.
All right, Conor McGregor.
But anyway, so yeah, well done to Sam Kerr for being a baller and being the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Because as we all know, she is.
She is the GOAT. Youth, there's nothing going on. Lots of international action around the whole squad again. Yeah. Go to Chelsea Youth on Twitter, please, if you want to check out any of the youth stuff going on. There's absolutely loads of it. So if you do want to actually check something out, we're not going to go through it all because we'll be here for about 4 days. So moving on, we got Rival Watch. Rival Watch. Oh yes, here we go. I don't know why you've put this, but City have signed Kovacic. Whoa! Who knew that? I didn't know that. So City's got Kovacic and got rid of Gundogan, as we already said. 500 mil buyout for a 32-year-old, which is absolutely ludicrous. Arsenal look to have signed Havertz from us. No shit, Sherlock. Apparently also close to signing Declan Rice, potentially signing previous United target Jurrien Timber.
Yeah, that's it. It's perfect.
Yeah. Hopefully. I say hopefully. No, not hopefully. But with Declan Rice, I mean, West Ham have rejected about 3 bids now, 2 or 3 bids. The highest being 90 million from Manchester City, which, apparently, according to some pundits out there, was just a play for Arsenal to up their thing, which is just a load of bollocks. Yeah. So, 90 mil been rejected by West Ham for Man City. And according to the sources, apparently Arsenal's looking at about 102, 103 million bid for him. He's not worth that. I'm sorry, but he's not. And I'll go back to my previous statement about gold and shit. Yeah. Right? He is good in that team. You put him in Man City, you put him in Arsenal, he's average.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, his contract expires next year, which is the braziest thing. He's literally got 1 year left in his contract. I guess it's literally a case of, West Ham are kind of in that obviously they're in that tier below, like the really great teams, the elite teams in the Premier League. Yeah. And I think when they sell to an elite team, well, I don't want to call Arsenal elite, fuck them guys. But when they sell to a team, a traditionally good team. Yeah, top six, then they really want to get their money's worth, don't they? Because they don't, they think, well, if you're going to bring him back to our stadium to dunk on us, a season every season, then I'd rather you have to pay 100 mil for him. So, yeah, it's a bit mad, but as we said earlier, if Declan Rice goes for 100 mil, then the Enzo deal was cheap. You know what I mean? It was a bargain.
I saw this on Twitter. If Declan Rice goes for over 100 mil, then Enzo was an absolute steal. Yeah. People saying that he's like overpriced and all that. Mate, he's an absolute quality. You don't see Declan Rice coming out on pitch every single game and doing these long balls, bruv. Like the vision, the quickness. Oh, love Enzo. Honestly,
I'm excited for him.
I'm getting a shirt. I'm getting a bloody shirt with his name on it. I mark my words.
See, that's a cool shirt to get as well, because Enzo's such a sick name to have on the back.
So sick.
What is he, number 5 as well? Good number as well.
Man. Oh, so good. Yeah. So, I'm going to definitely get a shirt with his name and number on it, even though it won't fit me. But we move. We're not
going to get his shirt. He's only like 5'9".
I don't think they go up to 3 or 4 XL. So, unfortunately, Tottenham have signed a new goalkeeper.
This name is fucked.
Right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Guglielmo? Go on, what is it? Do you know?
No, I honestly don't know, but I think you're probably not far off him.
Guglielmo?
Yeah.
Guglielmo.
I think if we're saying it Englishly, Guglielmo is
Guglielmo.
what we say, but it's probably something
so.
not that at all. Maybe like Guglielmo. That sounds pretty cool. Guglielmo Vicario from Empoli. From Italy. They're also bidding for James Maddison as well from relegated Leicester. James Maddison, I saw a picture of him today in the kind of mock-up of him in a Tottenham shirt. And he obviously got loads of tattoos on his arms. One of the tattoos on his arms is Olaf from Frozen, so that's interesting. I just added to my list of footballers with like shit tattoos.
I know shit tattoos, right? And I know there's a ranking of lists and stuff. Yeah. And me and you have our worst ones. Yeah. That's got to top it, hasn't it?
It's still not as bad as Mudrik's ones because they are. I was
going to say that
because the Mudrik ones are serious. I still don't know the context behind James Maddison's. He might have like a family member who really likes Olaf, and it's like a bit cute.
Why would you get tattooed on you? Just get him a picture. I don't know,
because people do that shit. You know, when you've got fucking unlimited money like footballers do.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You just fuck it. What's like 500 quid for a tattoo? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could get one every day, and you still you'd have loads of money to go to M&S and do your shop.
Is it coloured?
It is in colour, yeah.
It's got an orange nose and that. That's mental.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I'm not happy with it, to be honest. But there we go. Tottenham have finally got a new goalkeeper after struggling with Hugo Lloris for years. Hopefully hopefully he's shit and they're still shit, obviously. But, good for them. And then really, obviously, the last big club I can think of, apart from Newcastle, but we mentioned Sandro Tonali earlier, is United, who have not yet bought anyone.
Nice.
So I don't really know what's going on there.
Well, they've got a lot of stuff going on with the owners.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's what people are saying. It's a takeover.
Protesting outside, saying Glazer's out, all this bollocks. Yeah. So, see what happens.
But it was quite funny booing people who were in the club megastore getting the new shirt, booing them as they came out. Hilarious.
Yeah. You know what? I must give credit to whoever does their marketing. Yeah. With H going on stage at Glastonbury. With the,
that was a good idea, wasn't it?
You know what? It's that meme.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. The thinking meme.
That was good PR work, definitely. Really good. And as we said in our shirt review, if you haven't watched that, please go and watch that. I quite liked it. I quite liked it in person as well. Yeah, it looks good, man. As I always say, I really like kits with different colours, not all the same colour.
Yeah, and, I like the hidden meanings. Good. So the roses, the faded out roses. The
geometric pattern. Yeah, no, it looks really clean.
Yeah, really nice, really nice.
Bastards.
Hopefully our kit actually gets, announced soon. Hopefully it's not that fucking shitty retro one. I want the gold. Give me the gold. So yeah, we'll see. But mate, imagine that kit, right? Gold with a gold Enzo and 5 on the back.
Oh yeah, different class.
Jesus. Hang on. Let me ask. It's going to be iridescent, right? So if it's going to be iridescent, is the name's going to be iridescent?
I don't know if it works like that, does it?
That'd be sick, though.
Isn't it the Premier League? You can only have white ones. I think they're all white, aren't they?
No, you can have
the Premier League. The Premier League decides your font.
You can have black.
Okay. I know Tottenham you can have different fonts in the Champions League.
Tottenham
and in the League Cup.
White, would they? So it's got to be black or white, right?
That's a good point. Yeah, no, it's funny. It's one of those things. I watch so much football, and I can't really remember.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I just don't really pay attention to it too much.
Like a subconscious thing.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you know, you bastards.
Yeah, bastards. And anyway, on the topic of you bastards, please like, subscribe, and comment and review us and all that shit. We're out here trying to get 100 subs and that, so would be much appreciated, please. I think that's it for this week. We'll do a little update video, and then next week will be another podcast going over absolutely everything Chelsea. So please have a great weekend. I've been Clark. This is my illustrious co-host, Bo. And as always, up the Chelsea.
Thanks for listening to The Pride. If you enjoyed what you heard, feel free to leave us a review on your podcast app of choice, and maybe drop a like or follow on our YouTube, Twitter, TikTok and Instagram pages. And as always, up the Chelsea.